Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous on the PC. So I've been playing, quite a bit. Quite a bit. Although since the last video, trying to think of how much I've played. Probably another like 8 hours or so. So I don't know if we have a play time for 3 days, 1 hour, 45 minutes. It seems like a lot, doesn't it? It's possible I left it running at some point. Although I think the audio saves would, or the autosaves and stuff would kind of reflect that. Maybe here was that's a pretty big jump of 10 hours. Maybe I left it running there. I don't know. Hard to say, but I've played a lot. I've played a lot. So the reason that I'm recording now is because I feel like something big is coming up based on the events that I have waiting for me once I return to Dresden. So one is a letter has been received from a certain high-ranking inquisitor, confidential for the commander only. The storyteller is coming back, seeking an audience in Dresden. And then there's the Aeon's Call. I'm overcome with a strong desire to return to Dresden and spend some time in privacy. I don't know if this is all going to progress, but something is going to have to progress, because as far as locations is concerned, I can return to the Temple of the Good Hunt. There's the Grimwood, although there's not actually anything for me to do there, which I'll explain. Broken Cart, I don't even know how to get to. There is Blackwater. We could do that. And then there's the Heart of Mystery. Yeah, I mean, there's still a few things for me to do. So I don't want it to actually progress to the next act yet. But I think it's time that I start recording again, because I have cut out a lot of content for you guys. Notably a couple things. There was a Relu's laboratory. This was a lengthy little section where you accidentally get teleported into a Relu Vorlesh's laboratory of demonic experimentation. It's her old laboratory. It's been abandoned, but there's still stuff in there. And there actually was some voice dialogue here. So that must mean it's fairly important. What all happened there? Maybe I can check the journal. Not that. I'm sure it's something. No, it must be one of these I skipped over. It must be a part of the Fifth Crusade. Yeah, because it's not any of this stuff. Gosh. Okay, I guess I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one it was. But we went in the laboratory, and there was like one of her underlings there. There was a Drek that was still running the place or hanging out at the place. And long story short, at the end of it, we were offered this book that was basically her book of lab notes. And there was all sorts of knowledge and power contained within. And so we were offered to just take it if we wanted. I don't know if necessarily it's like a trap or something, but I decided to decline it because I figured no real good could come from studying demonic notes on experimentation. But whether you take it or not, you still level up your mythic rank. So now we're mythic rank 4. Then the other big thing that I did just now was the Ivory Sanctum. So this was a secret hideout, and there were actually 2 different demon factions here. One was led by Xanthier, the Plagued One. Xanthier Vang, the Plagued One. And the other one was Jerabeth, who was more like a, I don't know, not a fairy, but, you know, something more like, you know, mischievous and untrustworthy. But as soon as we enter, Jerabeth is like, hey, we could be enemies, but I want to take out Xanthier and so do you, so let's work together. And I was like, okay, sure. Because it cuts out quite a bit of trouble. You would have to kill both factions then, instead of just having the help of one. So eventually, yeah, we did kill Xanthier Vang, and that was a pretty tricky fight, because after you bring him down close to dead once, he, like, fucks off, and he's replaced with, like, 6 locust swarms, which are really tough if you don't have a lot of AoE spells. And unfortunately, he had cast a polymorph spell on Takobi before that, so she was like a dog and couldn't cast any spells, and that was really troublesome. And I had to kept trying to use her force reality spell or whatever to try and revert it, to dispel it, and finally it came off. Luckily, the locust swarms don't actually do that much damage to you, but it was annoying. And then he came back, and then I just slaughtered him, and that was good. And then I had the option of attacking Jerabeth, which was a chaotic option because I had entered into an agreement with her before, even though she's a demon. I decided to abide by the agreement because I figured that's what an Aeon would do. And so she left. She wanted nothing to do with this whole war going on. Hopefully. She could have been lying. And so before he died, Xanthier Vang mentioned that underneath Dresden, there's like this crazy, massive, like, demonic laboratory or something like that. Which is now going to be this. It's called the Midnight Fane. It's the source of Nihindrian crystals, which is what they were using to empower demons. It's a temple of 3 demon lords and the outpost of their servants. The Fane contains a rift through which the abyssal armies have been supplementing their ranks and delivering Nihindrian crystals to the world wound. This threat must be eliminated at all costs. And we have to do this before we finish the chapter, so that's very important. So the dragon. So I was supposed to go to the Grimwood or whatever in order to hunt down this dragon with Greyboar. And I just kept avoiding that because I figured the dragon fight was going to be pretty tough. And so eventually he's like, dude, you know, you hired me to hunt a dragon, and we've done everything but hunt a dragon. So, and then he says that he's been paid by someone else to kill me. I didn't want him to kill me, or try. And I like Greyboar as a companion because he's kind of a beast. So I had to pay him $25,000 to hire his services permanently. And he's like, all right, sounds good. Anyone that tries to hire me to kill you, I'll just kill them. And yeah, so then eventually when I went to the Ivory Sanctum, inside there we found the dragon, just like in a room, and I'm like, okay. But there we had to kill it to finish that quest. The first attempt, yeah, he kind of destroyed me because he just confused everybody, and then things went south real fast. because I didn't pre-buff. So the second time I pre-buffed and I killed him in like 1 round, and it was pretty easy. So yeah, buffing is good and good for you. There was some other stuff that I did and things that happened, but it's probably the major stuff. That's probably the major stuff. So, yeah, it was... The Ivory Sanctum was not easy, though. As you can see, I now have triple corruption on everybody, which is very penalizing. So we want to get back to Dresden, settle in, and take a nice good rest. Oh, I recruited Wenduog. That's the other thing that happened. So we went back to Canabris, to Neathholm underneath it. And we were informed that Wenduog, like, abducted a woman. Yeah, okay, we'll get to this. So she abducted a woman from the village, and we were sent after her. And we go, and of course Wenduog had already murdered her and like ripped out her throat or something. And so we fought Wenduog, which was a very easy fight. I don't know if she even got a turn, to be honest. Even though she was like boasting how empowered she was by her demonic masters. But yeah, she got her ass handed. And then as soon as we beat her, she's like, oh God, I'll join you. I'll serve you for the rest of your life. I'll serve you. And I'm like, all right, fine. I didn't want to murder her. I'm sure she's gonna betray me again. But I thought, like, okay, another companion sounds... I like having more variety. And so she's a ranged person. You know, she starts with a bow, but actually most people apparently spec her into throwing axes, because the amount of attacks that you can get dual wielding throwing axes at higher levels is pretty obscene. It's like 10 axes per turn, 10 throws per turn. And I tried it out because I happened to pick up like 2 +3 throwing axes off of a boss. And yeah, it seemed pretty solid. I can't complain. But obviously I can't replace Taco B. I'm not replacing Darren. I have my 3 melee characters, none of which I really want to replace because I like all of them and they're powerful. So really, Wenduog would replace Arushale. But I really like Arushale as a character. I think she's probably the most interesting character so far. Of like a turncoat succubus. And so replacing her with Wenduog, who just seems like a real bitch and is almost certainly going to betray me again, it's just like, why would I do that? I already had to like get invested into Camellia and then lose her, so screw it. I'll use Wenduog if I ever do an evil playthrough. Okay. The resonant voice of the majestic angel rings out through the hushed streets of Dresden. You hear his words from afar. They concealed it right under our noses, and without Xanthir's notes, that incarnation of corruption, even I would not have been able to locate the barrier. Oh, right, so while we were going through the Ivory Sanctum, we got ambushed by one of Xanthir's allies? I'm not really sure. Zenabra. And she ambushes us from like front and back with like this whole army of demons. And we would have been pretty fucked, but this guy, the Hand of the Inheritor, comes in with a host of angels and sort of takes care of half the army from behind us. So that was pretty sweet. Surely the Herald of the Inheritor can rid us of this scourge. Oh, also I have wings now. I can't even remember. I think it was just a feat. Because I'm an Aasimar. It was just a feat, and I was like, alright. I don't think wings are like min-max to take, but I think it's really badass, so I'm going to take them. It is impossible, Righteous One. I cannot do it alone. But wait. I hear the steps of one who brings hope. I am the Hand of the Inheritor, Herald of Iamade the Lightbringer, and I greet you, Champion of Galarian. Greetings, warrior of heaven, and thank you for your help in the Ivory Sanctum. I was glad to fight alongside you against our common enemy on a shared field of honor. Please also allow me to thank you for saving Targona the Silver-Haired. We thought we would never see our sister alive again. So that was in the laboratory. There was an angel that was, like, imprisoned in this magical demon barrier, and I freed her. And then she was, like, half corrupted by, like, one of her wings was dark, and she was corrupted. But because I was an Aeon, I was able to just purge it by removing the wing entirely. What brings Iomede's Herald here? Your deeds and exploits, champion. You have brought hope to these accursed lands. Hope that the demon invasion will finally be stopped once and for all. And I am here to aid my goddess's chosen one. What did you discuss with Irabeth? This. The Ivory Sanctum held a dark secret. Gesture toward a symbol on the paving stone. Directly beneath Dresden, in the bowels of the earth, there lies one more bastion of the demons, the Midnight Fane. It is the repository of a mighty rift through which the spawn of the abyss travel to Golarion. The entrance to this place is right in front of us, blocked by a barrier that is accessible only to demons. So this is where Mangg fled to, and where all the demons in the city have been coming from. They can pass through the barrier freely, but we can't. And it doesn't just stop us, it injures us too. It is much worse than that. The barrier is imbued with enormous power. An attempt to break through will trigger a magical explosion. I could protect you and the city from it, but even my powers will be insufficient to hold back the chaos and open the way. This is what disturbs me most. We cannot allow the demons to rebuild their armies and plot their next attack right below the sacred heart of the crusade. Xanther Fang told me about this demonic barrier. I encountered similar barriers in Arilu Vorlesh's laboratory. I have a key that can break through the barrier. All you have to do is protect us from the blast. I am impressed by your many gifts, champion. Together we shall open the passage and protect the city, and then we shall burn the Midnight Fane with the cleansing fire of righteousness. But first we must gather our strength. I shall send word to Queen Galfrey. Her help may be necessary when we reach that dark bastion of the abyss. The Queen will heed my call and arrive quickly, within a month. You must use this time to prepare to attack the Fane. Okay. Why did she leave when I asked that? Okay, Sword of Valor has not lost its protective properties. The wound in my chest is from Iomedae? No, I could be mistaken and unable to perceive the full truth. The Inheritor's thoughts are hidden from me, for I am but her hand. Okay, just chatting with the Herald of a God, why not? There's so much dialogue in this game, like it's... And I've actually, like, when I play on my own, I actually do read a good amount of it, but not everything, because there's just so much. And always my concern with, like, a really lengthy game is that I'll get burned out before I reach the finish line. I mean, right now there's no worry of that, but there, you know, that's how it works. How are angels made? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to... Yeah, okay. That sounds like, I don't know, it sounds like the end of the act is going into...
I'm gone.
The Midnight Fane. I probably want to confirm that. The storyteller. I greet you once again, Commander. I ask for your permission to join the crusade. Glad you're all right. He snuck into the world wound in search of a lonely tower. Alas, the wound worm appeared to claim it as its lair. The wound worm? Oh my god, this guy's nuts. Why'd you go to the tower? Been looking for it several years now. Seemed the tower once belonged to him a long time ago. How come the dragon didn't eat you? Oh, the dragon which held you prisoner is dead. The demons brought her to heal by threatening to destroy her eggs. I had to kill her. So yeah, there were a couple eggs behind the dragon, and they were guarded by these iron golems. And I had the chance, apparently, to stop the golems from doing that by attacking it, but it wasn't immediately obvious that they were going to destroy the eggs immediately. So I guess they were protecting the eggs, but they weren't. They were actually there to destroy the eggs in case the dragon died and someone else didn't get them. I guess that seems what it was. I didn't get that at first. I thought they were protecting the eggs. And so I had the option to attack the golem or wait and see what happens. And so I waited, and they destroyed the eggs. I don't know how good it is if you save the eggs. Apparently it adds some new crusade events that can pop up. And apparently if you're part of the Azada mythic path, you can eventually hatch them yourselves or something. I wasn't sure. It's for another playthrough, I guess. Alright, welcome to Dresden. Okay, we gotta find that guy, because he's gonna repair our shit. A true Aeon has no weaknesses. You also must banish weakness from yourself, because you are the essence of the crusade, its anchoring point. But to banish weakness, you must first uncover it. Where does it originate? From an untrained mind that is akin to the waters of a murky pond, it cannot comprehend the difference between right and wrong, how the world should be ordered, or the principles from which one must never deviate. Or does it spring from physical vulnerability and the sufferings of the flesh, akin to a blade untempered by flames? Both weaken the resolve of mortals, drive them to vice, and cloud their clarity of purpose. How can you start to heal yourself and your soldiers from a place of weakness? How does overcoming my weakness make my soldiers stronger? The warriors follow your example. They strive to be like you in their judgments and habits. If you start spending more time with the priests and in meditation, clearing the whirlpool of your thoughts, your soldiers will also start to improve their minds. If you join the monks every morning, relentlessly tempering your body in the fires of daily training, your soldiers will start a similar regimen. Your actions matter more than you realize. Okay, so if we say weakness springs from my mind, all of my units gain the Sound Mind feat, and I unlock the Water Elemental Creation Decree. If I say it springs from the flesh, all units gain the Sound Body feat. We unlock Fire Elemental Decree. Alright, so Sound Mind, immunity to fear, sleep, and mind-affecting effects. Flesh, Sound Body, immunity, poison, disease, paralysis, stun. It's hard to say. And then you could really go in and look at fire elementals instead of water elementals. It all seems fairly similar. I think for my character, I'd say weakness springs from the mind. My thoughts will be pure as spring water. Once you make this difficult decision, everything starts to seem simple and clear. Soldiers must have free access to temples to speak with the priests. They must also have access to sites to meditate. If the mind is weak, you must make it strong. You feel that you are one step closer to what you see in the mirror. There's an unusual spring in this succubus's step today, and she has a mysterious smile on her lips that you can't recall seeing before. Oh, Desna, something truly miraculous happened to me. If only you knew. Then tell me so I'll know. You can't even imagine. I don't know where to begin. I used to, and now I'm... No, wait, this doesn't feel right. Look, Arushale takes a few deep breaths, trying to calm down. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have barged in like that. We need to talk one-on-one. I'll be waiting for you at the tavern. Okay. Irabeth looks a little puzzled, but salutes you as protocol demands. Commander, you have a letter from Mendev. It was sent via the Church of Iamade by a trusted courier from the Neurosian archives. It is sealed and signed by Inquisitor Leoder, and I was asked to deliver it to you personally. Why do you look so puzzled? I know Inquisitor Leoder very well. His nickname is Hawkblade for a reason. He works in the field. He does not deal with paperwork. I was wondering what he was doing in Neurosian, in the archives of all places. The most dangerous things the Inquisition can catch there are rats, not witches or cultists. On second thought, I don't want to know. I'm better off staying out of the Inquisition's business. This is probably due to, related to Darren and his cosmic buddy. Alright. First thing, I just want to get this rest in before anything else fucking explodes or whatever. Rid myself of this corruption.
I'll stay out of your way and you'll stay out of mine. If we do that, we'll get along just fine. Agreed?
Keep away from me. We don't have to touch hands. That's for weaklings. If you have a problem with me, grab your sword and try to get rid of me. I can tell you want to. So come on.
Yeah, great. Alright, nice lengthy rest. Good, good, good. Okay, let's read this letter that I got somewhere. Date? No? Stop it. There, Leoder's a letter. Esteemed Knight Commander, I'm writing to you regarding the case which you so graciously helped me to investigate. I hasten to inform you that I may have discovered something that will help us finally unravel the mystery of what happened in the place known to us both. It may also help to neutralize the source of this mystery. My current research compels me to take a short trip outside Mendev, but I will return shortly and find you wherever you are at that moment. I urge you not to take any further steps in this regard without me. The danger may be much more serious than both you and I presumed at the beginning. Really? That's pretty bad. May the gods be with you, Leoder Hawkblade. It is crucial that he does not suspect a thing. You know who I mean. Yeah, I understand. I definitely understand that. I've taken care of the dragon that was attacking our patrols. Okay. During the fight in the Ivory Sanctum, one of the cultists escaped. Her name is Zenadra. Do you know where I can find her? I've got no idea, no reports either. Although, when you think about it, where would you expect one of Baphomet's cultists to hide? I bet anything she's hiding somewhere right under our noses. Besides, those demon-worshipping creeps just love desecrating holy sites. I'd search for her at a nearby shrine if I were you.
We do it my way.
Alright. Well, there's Grey Boar. I know you've broken the law. It's time to confess. Allow me to explain. After you caught the false priestess of Desna in the act, I started selling powders and potions in her place. I gather someone told you this, but it's not what you think. Valania, that imposter priestess of Desna, sold all sorts of worthless stuff. She had quite a few regular customers, and when you finally rid my tavern of her, I thought to myself, how can I keep the customers this swindler brought in without causing any harm? so I stocked up on vials and powders and hinted that I would find a replacement for Valenia's goods. I sold them crushed chalk and dyed water. I don't know. I feel like snorting crushed chalk could be pretty bad. Oh, I chose chalk as ingredients because it doesn't cause any harm. So we can imprison her. Him. I don't know. I don't remember what. Him. We're going to imprison him. Which would be the ultimate lawful thing to do because he broke the law. We could just keep pardoning him, pardon him and let him keep selling these powders. Or pardon him as long as he donates the ill-gotten gains to the crusade. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna lock him up. That's what the Aeon thing to do.
Follow if you dare.
What did you want to tell me? Remember how I told you about Desna leading me onto the path of redemption? I was trying to mock her by corrupting the dreams of mortals, and the great dreamer couldn't tolerate that. She ruined my game and made me spend what seemed like a whole eternity in her realm. I had a lot of time to reflect on my past misdeeds, and when the goddess saw that I had repented, she decided to let me go. I still vividly remember her parting words. And what do you dream about? This riddle weighed on my mind for many years. Demons do not dream when they sleep. We don't have dreams at all. We have desires, and we act on those desires no matter the cost. How was I supposed to find something to dream about? I've been observing the mortals, trying to understand how it all works, and finally, I had my very own dream. So many years of hard work. I almost gave up at one point, but here it is, a dream, a real dream of my very own. And I want to show it to you. You don't mind, do you? Come, I'll take you to my dream. I can't wait for you to see it. All right. It is cool and quiet in Urushile's dream. The ground is firm beneath your feet, and thin mist curls along the surface. In the soft, eerie light emanating from invisible stars, you see nothing. As you look around, you see nothing and no one except for you and Urushile. Nevertheless, the succubus is beaming with joy. There it is. An actual dream. My very first one. Is this what mortals see every night? Does it look like your own dreams? What do you think? It looks exactly the same. Really? It's fascinating. There's nothing here to see here right now. Perhaps I was so keen on the idea of having a dream that it made all my other wishes and urges too pale in comparison. Now I have to learn how to dream properly. Tell me, what do you dream about? Peace. What a beautiful dream. When the war is over, we'll be able to... What do you mortals do in times of peace? You retire to the countryside to grow apples, I guess? And herd ducklings? Suddenly, a lush green apple tree with a flock of ducks grazing under it appears before you as if by magic. Look, look! Now I have a dream as well, and it's not just something I made up. It's so wonderful sharing a dream with you. Do you like your newfound dreams? They are the most beautiful thing in the world. This world is mine and mine only. It's a bit empty right now, but I'm learning fast. Do you mind me taking a quick look around your dream? Of course, feel free to do whatever you like. That's why I brought you here after all. The ducks are quacking blithely as they graze on a lawn under an apple tree.
I'm off.
Yep, it's pretty empty. Let's go back to the material plane. You open your eyes. It seems that no time passed in the real world while you were in Urushile's dreams. So, that was my dream. I'm happy I was able to show it to you. It is kind of empty right now, but I know how to remedy that. I need to keep learning from mortals, following in their footsteps until I figure out how to forge my own path. Naturally, I wouldn't even think about breaking into someone else's dream, as the goddess surely wouldn't forgive that. Perhaps I should ask the people of the city. What if they won't talk to me at all? Is there a chance you could help me once more? Ask the city's people what they dream about. They are more likely to open up to you than to me, and I'll just follow you silently. They won't even notice me listening in. Alright. So... Yeah, I think she's a really interesting character, mostly because of the game and the setting we're in. You know, we're in a big war against a whole army of demons. And so she actually gets a lot of extra dialogue in various scenes because she is such a an oddity to both sides, you know. Demons like have no respect whatsoever for her because she's turning to mortals and trying to be good and all this bullshit, and humans have no love for her really because she's a fucking succubus and they're on this constant horrific war with all of demons, and they don't really believe that there can be a good demon. So she's just very unique, and I think it's awesome. It's the kind of character that I'd love to play in a tabletop RPG. I have a question for you, one that might seem strange, but as the commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? When I get rich, I'll retire. I'll go to Taldor and buy a villa by the sea from some broke noble. Maybe even buy their title. I'll surround myself with such luxuries that even ancient Taldan emperors will envy me from the afterlife. I'll have a pipe organ in my dining room and have it played while I dine. Oh, and harps and bells. Okay. Well, that's all well and good. Oh god, I gotta ask all these people. Well, I'm not gonna do that on camera. Let's see. So the imposter, we need to go to the extirpators camp with Social. I'm not looking forward to doing that. The riddles of the nameless ruins. Okay. I have to maximize all my crusade stats? Jeez. Oh yeah, the storyteller to get, like, my sword fixed. Where the fuck is the storyteller? Oh, God. Oh, there he is. I found him. Let's go. So gameplay-wise, I did respec Regal. And my original thought for respecing him was that I could pretty easily give him his own animal companion. And then I could hand off the Triceratops to Greyboar so he could have a mount. The problem is that the Triceratops works as a mount for Regal because he's small, whereas Greyboar is not, so he can't actually mount him. So Greyboar is still without a mount, and currently no one is using the Triceratops. For Regal, I looked at several builds, and I ended up going into Sohai, which is a monk subclass focused around a horse. So he actually has a horse. I picked a random name that came up, which was Demon Bane, and I figured that's definitely a name that Regal would give to his horse. So he's mostly a monk now. It still allows him to use his hooked hammer, because the way that the monk thing works for his, like, flurry of blows. don't remember the specifics of it. Because this is not a monk weapon. It's something to do with, like, any weapon that he's trained in or something. I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't remember what it was specifically that allows him to gain like all the monk benefits from using his hooked hammer. I don't know. But anyways, whatever the case, however exactly it works out, he is pretty much a fucking beast with this hooked hammer now. His damage is very nice. He gets so many attacks, and he can use his key powers to add on like extra bonuses. Gosh, I don't even know where it is on his shit. Like key strike or whatever. Oh yeah, like key weapon. So you can spend a point to give him at this point like it's a +2 bonus on all his attack and damage rolls until the end of his next turn. And that's just going to keep getting better. And then he can do another one and spend a key point to just give him like an extra attack for that turn, which is really good as well. So he's pretty powerful. Overall, I'd say he's more powerful than Greyboar currently, but Greyboar's problem is absolutely his mobility. So I don't really want to give him an animal companion just for another mounted melee character, but I can honestly see why it's heavily recommended. It's really fucking good. He would be twice as good if he had a mount that he could just rush into combat with. If he just had another like horse or whatever, you know, it would just be so good. I think if I were to respec him to give him that, I would respec Takobi and take away Diego. I think that's just too many animals. I don't want to fuck around with that many animals. It's just a personal thing. It's just too cheesy or whatever. Because you could have all 6 characters having it, and it would probably be very good, but yeah. Diego is pretty solid. He definitely can do a decent amount of damage. He's not like an entire extra character worth of capability, but he's pretty good. But yeah, I you know, 3 animals I think is going to be my limit. I need to know what you dream of. I haven't been surprised by a strange question for a long time, especially not when beside you I hear the weightless tread of a succubus who has stepped onto the path of redemption. No wonder she wants to know more about mortals and their dreams. I have to admit I suffer from insomnia. Every night as soon as I lie down, the ghosts of those who are remembered and those who are forgotten stand around my bed. The stories I have gathered swarm in my head. My mattress becomes hard like stone and my pillow ice cold. Maybe if I had a softer bed, I would fall asleep quicker, although I suppose it's not about the bed. I found this in the molten scar. Oh god, he does not like that. God. It's horrible torture. This poor man was tortured to decrypt my notes. My mind is drowning in. My own memories are hidden by these images of horror. Oh god. They conducted the ritual over a lava lake. I think I fucked up. I found a page that might interest you. I found like I have like 12 of these. Hold on. The labyrinth is alive. Its red veined stone walls resemble the guts of a huge creature. You inside Baphomet's labyrinth? Yes, I'm traveling through the Ivory Labyrinth. How are you able to evade all the dangers of the Ivory Labyrinth? I'm the last Archmage of Keonet. What do you need from the Ivory Labyrinth? Okay. Earthfall. Earthfall is the name given to the cataclysmic event in which a shower of meteorites impacted Galarian in 5293, resulting in the destruction of the human empires of Thalassian and Aslan. Blotted out the sun for 1,000 years, creating the Age of Darkness. You want to connect the planes? That's dangerous. Dangerous, difficult, almost impossible. Tell me, is this risk not worth the Thalassian Empire perishing before my eyes? Does Golgan, the Cyclopes kingdom, deserve death? What about the Aboleth Empire? Another plane will pay for saving Galarian. There will be wars and then a new world will come. But we will survive. We will defeat Earthfall and history will not condemn the victors. Talking to this guy is a little confusing. Yeah, okay. Found a page. I found a page. I found a page. Yeah, okay. I mean, but what about, Radiant? How do I get Radiant restored? Okay. So this is the various, like, broken relics I've gotten. Present Radiance. What do you see in its past? Dresden is doomed. Demons attacked right when we lost the protection of the Sword of Valor. My city, my bastion of hope. We built you as a symbol that the lands mutilated by the Abyss could still be restored to mortals. Now you are perishing and there is nothing I can do. We retreat. No, we flee. A frightened crowd rushes out into the night through the southern gate. They are chased by the angry howls of demons killing the last defenders of the citadel. My heart goes out to them, but I'm standing still on the wall. I'm covering the retreat. Okay. The last demon I stabbed with radiance suddenly recoils, tearing the handle out of my blood-slickened hand. He flies up, but falls somewhere far behind the walls, by the road being taken by those fleeing. No more golden glow in my hands. The night closes in on me, filled with shrieking, mocking demon laughter. Dresden, I'm dying with you. Light of the sword, righteous Iomade, accept my soul. Do you see the future of this sword? I'm holding it. I'm holding it again. Radiance. You're as beautiful as ever. Your blade is as sharp and deadly as it was years ago. But I am not. Well, at least time spared you. My good friend, my faithful comrade. Okay. The broken buckle and the necessary materials. Covenant of the Inheritor. Sounds pretty good. The Ring of Summoning. Okay, still no radiance, but we got a couple things. Covenant of the Inheritor. When placed on the belt, emits a holy aura. All party members in a 30-foot area get a +2 bonus to caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance. Their weapons become good aligned and count as if they were made of good cold iron. Wow, this is really good. Okay, I'll put it on Sela. And then the Ring of Summoning. Grants the wearer the ability to summon either Axiomites or Soul Eaters, randomly selected once per day, as if they were summoned by a summon monster 8 spell. All allies, including the wearer within 30 feet, gain a +2 bonus to weapon damage rolls and saving throws against attacks made or effects created by chaotic creatures. Damn! That is a very nice ring. That is a very nice ring.
I'm always ready.
Okay, so summon monster 8. 1d4 +1 Axiomites or Soul Eaters. God, my ability here summons 1 Axiomite, and I thought that was alright. That's awesome. Oh, so it's not randomly selected. It's Soul Eaters if you're evil, Axiomites if you're not. Okay, awesome. Awesome stuff. Oh, yeah, I leveled up at some point. Probably the most interesting thing I got was this spell, my level 6 spell, Sirocco. So it's Blast of Furnace Hot Wind. Does 4d6 fire damage +1 per caster level to all creatures in the area and knocks them prone. Fortitude save halves the fire damage, negates being knocked prone. Then any creature that takes damage from a Sirocco becomes fatigued or exhausted if already fatigued, such as from a previous round. And creatures with the water subtype take a -4 penalty on all saving throws against the spell and take double normal damage. So, yeah, it lasts a number of rounds equal to your caster level, which for us is now like, what, 12? So 12 rounds this thing lasts. Every round does 46 fire damage +1 per caster level to everything in there, and can knock them prone. And if they take the damage at all, they become fatigued and eventually exhausted. So it's a very good control spell and damage spell. It's pretty much everything you'd want. It's very nice. The only thing is, it's all creatures. It's not all enemies. That would probably be a bit too insane. So, and I don't think we can meta magic it because... Oh, we could meta magic it for selective. I don't think you can. I think you can apply it, but I don't think it actually gains any benefit because it's not a duration of instantaneous, which makes sense. So there's that. Okay, that's all good. Yeah, so, yeah, this guy that has been with us the whole time, Forn, turned out to be an assassin from the Elven Winter Council, which is like the Elven Illuminati. And so, we saw right through it, but it didn't really matter because he still had all his goons with him. But Kaelessa, that drow that we saved, was there, and she returned the favor by helping out in the battle. Although really all that means is she took like the first 8 shots and then went down. But hey, you know, a pincushion is good enough. And then she was like, I'm suffering from this taint that turns a good elf into a drow and blah blah blah, and I can feel it corrupting me, so just kill me. So I killed her. And that's what happened. Find out what happened at Arilu's laboratory. The Arilu you saw in the distortion was without a doubt an Arilu from the past. An Aeon can travel through time, for some imbalances extend far back into the past. In order to root out such imbalances, one must travel back to the decisive point that changed the course of events. As an Aeon, you have the necessary strength to slip through the veil of time, but will it be enough to correct what needs to be corrected? There's only one way to find out. Your actions send the multiverse into motion, and a new distortion shines out from the darkness like an icy star. You see it clearly, as if a map of the land has been spread out before you. Dresden. Okay. That's all well and good. I'd like to get some sort of combat in this video, so I think we should head out and go somewhere else. Obviously there's still things to do here, but there's things to do everywhere, because that's the whole game. Yeah, we gotta just chat with a bunch of people about their dreams and blah, 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 but let's go to the gates. Good, good, good. All right. So the Temple of the Good Hunt. This is where that cultist Zanedra is hiding out, apparently. Let's just go there. I like doing things in the daylight. Hold on. Yeah, we'll rest. It's crazy just how much, like, even these, like, inter-character little dialogues there are in the game. Like, it never repeats, ever. And, you know, you know how many of these I've seen by now? Like, there's just so much. God. They have to have, like, more writers than programmers on the team.
Rely on me.
Ready to
Miss me
serve.
already. Should we proceed?
All right. Well, well, well.
I will.
Well, since they're just standing there watching us, I may as well bless, throw one of these, and throw out a prayer, which will start the battle. Oh, we got a surprise round. Nice. Okay. So that's sort of the problem with stuff like Stinking Cloud and Sirocco and, you know, various pit spells is like, you got your buddies in there, you know?
Retreat is not an option.
No, no range there. Damn it, Grey Boar. This is your problem. If he had normal movement rate, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but he doesn't. Ooh! Me likey the crits. So there you go. I mean, Diego had his full attack and just did 99 damage. So 99 damage is pretty good for a little extra animal companion, you know? These guys are chumps, though.
Out of my sight.
Pretty sure I could just auto battle this one.
Kneel before me.
Not auto battle, but real time.
I will resist.
See some more dudes up there. We're waiting. Oh yeah, they're up in here. All right, I'll try just real time.
Break against our resolve.
Oh God.
You are nothing.
Darren not only went down, he suffered a crippling wound, so that was nice. Was that worth the time save? Debatable. Highly debatable.
Hey! I will see you tomorrow.
Oh, also I have a lot of money right now. I have 345,000. It's because I sold like everything I picked up. Or I sold like everything in the Ivory Sanctum. Like when I left, I was just like, collect all. I took everything and sold it. And then yeah, I mean, you start to get magic items that you don't really need, because they're like a magic star knife, and it just sells for like 20,000 gold, and it's pretty nice. So, you found my little refuge then, Commander. I can't say I'm happy to see you here. We're in a bit of a hurry, and you no doubt plan to wreak the same mayhem you did in the Ivory Sanctum. Why don't you come back another time? I was so looking forward to seeing little Kiato, but it seems you've killed him. Have you no shame? It wasn't the boy's fault that he fell into my clutches. Anyone in his position would have been broken too. Why didn't you just turn around and leave without condemning the boy to death? You've got a heart of stone. I like it. Yeah, so there was a guy here, like a priest or something, and he apparently had been cursed by this woman, that if anyone discovered this hidden area down here and went down there, his stomach would like explode with rats. That's what he told me, and I don't know if I really believed it or I just didn't give a shit. I don't know. But I went down there, of course, and yeah, he exploded into a bunch of rats. It is better to kill enemies without any excess emotion, methodically, but I cannot deny that when I dispatch this smirking cultist from this world, I will do so with sincere pleasure. That seems very similar to, like, Thanos' quote about bringing a smile to his face. What are you doing? Oh, no. You'll not escape me this time. You think I don't have the guts to follow you? You crazy? Also, I could have fucking whooped your ass right there if we went into combat. Well, well, well. Let's give myself an extra attack.
This one's mine.
Boom, boom, boom. Problem solved there, huh? I already lost prayer? Okay. Mirror image is pretty shit. I could take a turn to dispel it, but let's summon these. Oh man, maxed out 5 axiomites. Pretty good.
Prepare yourself.
It's your time to cease to exist.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
I feel like we're coming into this fight pretty late level, because this is very easy. Get rid of all those pesky mirror images. Oh, I don't know. Fucking dismiss them. Oh, barely saved. He would have been gone. Yeah, this fight basically plays itself. There you go. Easy. Rapier +1, chain shirt +2, natural armor +1, cloak resistance +1. Yeah, I feel like we could have come here a lot earlier. This is a very easy fight. But I don't know, because like the Ivory Sanctum would have been really fucking tough if I had just gone first there and done that quickly. Well, that was that.
I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What else can we do quickly? We could go to the Grimwood. There might be something else there. I could go to the Heart of Mystery. Travel time starts becoming like your biggest fucking problem. Because you're gonna have to rest because you don't want to be caught in a fight exhausted. But then out here when you're resting,
Won't you tell
corruption
me how
builds.
sinful and morally bankrupt my lifestyle is, and how I must see the error of my ways? Your lectures always send me straight to sleep.
Yeah, right. Today, your path to repentance is silent prayer and self-reflection.
Yeah. So I mean, I think of course
We've been adventuring.
we're
I think your hair has become a little less colorless than it was when we met.
The chaos at work in the ranks of the Mendevian army sometimes shocks me more than I care to admit. This, paradoxically, staves off the bleaching.
obviously a big part of any sort of RPG game like this is how much you enjoy the characters. And even for someone like me that does not care about story and characters and just cares about gameplay, like I have to say, like I really am pretty interested in the overall story here and the setting, and I like so many of these characters. Like I kicked out Lan, but I would really still like to have Lan in the party, and I'd love to have Nino in the party and stuff like that. I made choices based on mechanics, but I like all the characters in my party right now. So yeah, I mean it's just good stuff. You may have noticed that my morale for the army is broken. I think it's at -100.
Future.
There really isn't any drawbacks to that other than you just don't make any money. But at this phase, when you're not going out to conquer fort after fort, you don't really need to keep replenishing your army. You get an occasional attack from like a little level 5 demon army, or level 7 or 8 or something, but if you have one good army, they can usually just crush it, often without a fight, and so making money for your army doesn't really matter. So I have been here, I'm almost certain. Oh, maybe I haven't been here. Well, maybe I didn't come here because I thought I couldn't do anything. Because there's several of these kind of places.
We do it my way.
Yep. You'll have to solve 5 puzzles. 4 out of 5 you'll find far away from here. Search, seek, and observe to reveal what is hidden. Reach the core of the riddle, touch the forgotten secrets, acquire the legacy of the ancients, and pierce the final veil. Bring the key you hold there and solve the puzzles. Then return here to the Heart of Mystery and face the final challenge. Your map is obviously outdated. Can you hear me? I've seen people like you in the nameless ruins. Yeah, okay. So there's a bunch of these kind of things all over the place, or not all of them, but different locations have these more like sliding kind of puzzles, but I don't have the slabs to go in them. And I did find somewhere, I couldn't even tell you where, I did find a whole slew of those slabs. Yeah, here. But I have yet to find a location where these go into. So, I don't know. Let's go to the Legacy of the Ancients. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I just got teleported. To a location I could have walked to. That's basically what happened. I thought it was going to take me to a new place. See, hold on. Now I have to do this. Now I have to make my way over to the stone maze. It'll take a while, which means that morale's gonna suffer. Yep. And you just win. And now this army's apparently coming in. Yeah. Broken Oaths. A group of apostate paladins has arrived in Dresden. As they fought evil, they delved too deep into violence and bloodshed, and in their cruelty, they lost Iomede's favor. Now these warriors seek redemption and intend to make a long and dangerous foray into the heart of the wound. So, yeah, I find that often you're just hovering over choice effects and picking the one that, you know, you want to choose. Rather than making like a really narrative choice. But yeah, we're gonna give him a chance for redemption. Nidal, the land of necromancers and followers of Zon Kuthan, is a nation of ill repute, but the demonic invasion poses a threat even to them. Yeah, so these actually do repeat. I mean, it's taken a while for them to repeat, but I have already seen these. The Winter Council wishes to bury the truth about Kaylessa and the fact that she was turned into a drow by the Dark Fate. The commander's servants can ensure that all traces of her stay in Mendev are concealed. Perhaps the clique of powerful elves will be thankful and see the leader of the crusade as a potential ally instead of as an enemy. 5 shadow dancers. Or I can, 50 marksmen. That's way better for me. Yeah, there you go. But I feel like we only had a month until things kick off, so maybe I shouldn't fuck about. So that's that's the camp with the for Social. Nameless Ruins. I guess I could go back there. There's just Blackwater. And I think Blackwater, yeah, okay, I guess let's go. Thankfully, Arushale's stealth is really good, so we can actually evade a lot of these random encounters. Arushale wants to meet the queen. Darren's happy to oblige. So, yeah, we found out actually that Darren and the Queen, even though they're cousins, they have boned. They have done some Game of Thrones stuff. He passed it off as just being like it was when he was much younger, and you know, he didn't really, you know, they were like distant cousins, and he was just kind of enamored with her at first, but then, you know, he
Locusts. A guy made of locusts. One locust is disgusting, but a walking swarm of them?
Thankfully, it wasn't necessary to kill each insect separately to kill the man. But just imagine if the fee was calculated per bug.
Dude, no one is paying us to kill. So yeah, he realized how much he didn't care for the Queen and her personality and all that. So I don't think it was a very long-term thing.
Together we stand.
Now, I have heard about this place.
You require my counsel.
You know, and just all my time reading on the internet, various little things. I've tried to avoid spoilers as much as possible. But someone did mention this place as being pretty rough and needing, like, electricity attacks. Which we have, like, none. Your defeat is certain. You'll be overpowered. Lay down your weapons and your lives will be spared. Resistance is futile. Capitulate. Surrender. Voluntary modernization is less painful than the alternative. Augmented grunts. Possesses regeneration. It's hard to kill them as they restore a portion of lost HP each turn. In the description of our creature's regeneration ability, it's always specified how to neutralize it. To neutralize the creature's regeneration, use this. Crushing Cold. Okay, so damage reduction 7, except for adamantine. Immune to magic missile and diseases. Vulnerable to electricity. And cyborgerization. Oh, they're cyborgs. Regeneration 10 that is negated by electrical damage or adamantine weapons. Okay. They cannot die as long as their regeneration is still functioning. So I think that kind of limits us to Greybore, his second-hand weapon. I don't think anything else I have is adamantine. Okay, I can't search descriptions. Yeah, I don't actually have that many adamantine weapons, but we did just grab this wand. Wand of Call Lightning. So there's that. Can anyone even use it? No. None of my characters can use this. Okay. It's probably not good. There's a trap. Yeah, I mean, what am I really gonna do here? Also, how did I get off my mount? I guess a Rochelet should go over and try and disarm this. Fuck. But yeah, unfortunately, I have no lightning spells whatsoever. The only thing I have, I believe, is this. the Lila and Azata can cast, or no, maybe it's the other Azatas can cast it. I don't believe Axiomites can do it. So I guess I'll summon them.
Set it to 1.
Chain lightning. Failed to overcome spell resistance. Perfect.
Retreat is not an option.
Prayer? God, you're shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to respec Greybor. I don't think I can live with him without a mount.
The light will take you.
Oh, so he fucking died. Oh, that's right. So Greybor has actually been a really nice character because he has proficiency with all martial weapons, and he doesn't have any. I didn't pick him any feats for specific weapons, which is probably not as min-max as you could be, but it means that if I find a good one-handed weapon, I can just give it to him. So that's been really nice because he's taken this Kukri +3. It does shock, flaming, and corrosive and cold. So 4 elements, all adding 1d6 of different elemental types. So he actually is doing oh no, cold iron, not cold. So he's doing electricity damage to them. So he's good. He's good.
I finished here. Is there more?
Shit. Oh, damn. Yeah, I mean, aside from that, I don't know how much else I can do here. I can try and hideous laughter this guy.
I'm sorry.
Nope. Crit on that.
Kneel before me.
He died. He didn't go unconscious, he fucking died. So I'm not sure. What? Why can you not do anything? Is that explained?
You had your chance.
And so yeah, he did electricity damage. Works for me.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Yeah, they died. There's no doubt about it.
The struggles never cease.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Okay, they're just walking through. Just having the time of their life. Get back on your mount. Enough of this. The gates before you look sturdy and well built. Metal doors are completely smooth and devoid of any keyholes or other locking mechanisms. You discover the joints and mechanical contraptions that serve to set the gates in motion. The doors themselves also reveal something interesting. What at first glance appeared to be a sheet of solid armor, upon closer inspection looks more like cloth. The armor is made from extremely fine gray fibers. Judging by the material's unyielding hardness, this is the sky metal known as adamantine. The darker matte color suggests it is more likely an alloy of adamantine and a type of steel called glossite. God, I found like a... Oh man, there's a computer. Holy shit. One of the symbols, the rhombus, you notice a bloody fingerprint. The smudge, that almost faded entirely, instantly gives a sinister cast to the panel. Should I press the rhombus or avoid the rhombus? I'm gonna press it. Oh, okay, it's a code. We're gonna have to figure that one out. Alright, I'm gonna just get in there.
My hand.
There you go. Oh! Present the passkey to unlock the gateway. Special tools need to open such a strong lock. Tightly locked by an internal mechanism.
Don't hold back.
Close ranks.
Well, so far it seems pretty easy. Shock longsword +1. I could snag that. I wanted to make this a little easier. Flaming lockpick fuel. Drawing and gas from the connected metal flask with a low Y, the flaming lockpick releases a stream of white-hot flame.
I'm on.
Let's have some fun.
Augmented squad leader. You're gonna come right in here, dude? Right like that?
Into the fray!
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if their regen is not working properly or what it is, but yeah, they don't seem to be too much of a problem. Okay, there he's not dying, so there you go. But now he'll die. Yep. Pretty simple.
Make your peace disappear.
Yeah, so I don't know. Sheila must have something that fucks them up that I'm just not sure of. Agile hand axe +1, cold iron longsword. Okay, a lot of +1 shit that isn't very interesting. Access to maintenance cells granted. Good, good. Yeah, flaming lockpick fuel. More flaming lockpick fuel. Tongi. See, like, now I'd love to use the Tongi scream of pain +3 thundering. But you have to have a character that specifically can use a Tongi. Which is no one. Why would anyone ever pick Tongi as their weapon of choice?
I'll do what I must.
It's different in a tabletop setting, right? Because then you could be like, oh, my character uses these cool weapons called tongis. And then your DM will be like, oh, okay, sure. And then, you know, 3 sessions later in a dungeon, you find a +1 tongi. It's like, okay, cool. So we've got a bunch of augmented workers I can attack. I'm not going to, because maybe I can use them for some purpose. That's all that's over here. Yeah, okay, don't show this tutorial anymore. I'm just gonna get in there. Dude, this guy's a fucking beast. Okay, well, hold on.
You're in my way.
Oh, we leveled up. Holy shit. I hope you're prepared for that. Another feat. Oh gosh, I don't know. Augment summoning could be pretty good at this point. I actually do have a fair number of summons, thanks to the Aeon Path. It's probably the best bet. I could take spell specialization to really focus on one spell, like, I don't know, Sirocco. But no, let's buff the summons a little bit. I think that's actually pretty nice. We could take Quicken spell. Turns a spell into a swift action, but it's a +4 level increase. It gets to the point where that's not the worst thing in the world. Making Grease a Quicken spell, it's kind of nice. Throwing out Grease as a swift action, that'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna grab that. Why not? We got another level 4 spell. I don't know. So this target gets a will save. If they fail that, they have to do a fort save. If they fail that, they fucking die. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I was considering Shout though, because it's another. It's a lot. It's a cone stun, but it's all creatures. But I could bump it up with Selective and make it only enemies. That might be pretty good then. I'm gonna grab that. Level 5 spell. Again, Cloud Kill for similar reasons. Dismissal could be pretty good, but we want to kind of stick to our lane. I could take Summon Large Elemental. Sure. That'd be cool. Level 6. Oh yeah, Chain Lightning would be fun. There's a bunch. Summon a huge elemental. Hellfire Ray. Tempted to just take Chain Lightning. Why not? Sela, Paladin, usual stuff. Nothing too exciting there. Could take Selective Channel, but probably Armor Focus. Although, I don't know. She tends to stay on her horse. Could take Critical Focus. Sure. I'm sure I'll respec her soon enough anyways. That's what I do. More Sohei goodness. Greater 2-weapon fighting. Get him to attack even more. Oh, it's pretty good. How does he not have Outflank? Holy shit, you gotta take Outflank. Slayer. Plus 31 athletics check. He's a very athletic man. Improved critical sounds pretty good to me. Oh no, because you have to pick a weapon. And we don't really want to do that. Blind fight. If you miss because of concealment, you re-roll your miss chance percentile roll one time to see if you actually hit. Invisible attacker gets no advantages relating to hitting you in melee. We actually run into a fair amount of concealment bullshit. But I could also take combat reflexes. Or critical focus. I think that's also really good. Darren. Yeah, I'm starting to kind of run out of beats that I really care about for him. I mean, we might be at the point where I just take extra channel or 2 extra channels per day, because that is like his best spell. Or taking something for saving throws, or yeah, I don't know. Or I can give him wings. Tempting, very tempting. And I'm not. I wish there was some dialogue related to him getting wings, but I'll take extra channel. Probably not a good min-max choice. Level 4. God, there's really not much. Greater magic weapon. I'd pick Raise Dead if I ever had a diamond, but I've never seen one, so it seems like kind of a useless spell. I don't know, man. I'll take Bone Shatter. Level 6 spell. Communal Trucing. That could be kind of good. That could be kind of good. Either that or like Bull Strength Mass. I mean, no one will turn down +4 strength. Although it is an enhancement bonus, which doesn't actually stack too well with things. But I don't know. Alright, I'll take Communal Trucing. Gill Monkey over here. Hammer the Gap, Snapshot. Those are solid choices. Improved Precise Shot. Sickening Critical. Your opponent becomes sickened for 1 minute. Like, no save or anything like that. It's just get sick. Or Staggering Critical. Opponent becomes staggered for 1d4 plus 1 round. They do get a save to reduce the duration to 1 round. And they get... yeah, okay. Tiring Critical. Your opponent becomes fatigued. Sicken Critical sounds kind of good, right? Hammer the Gap could be good. I don't know. I guess I'll look. This video is going to be... see what people say. You only want one, go with Blinding. If you want to, go Blind and Stagger. Don't go Sickening, though. Blind flatfoots the enemies, which is huge. My issue with Blinding Critical is it can be negated with a save. So on core and above difficulties, I prefer Staggering Critical. Now, I didn't see Blinding Critical. I don't know why it's not available to us. Oh, you have to have a base attack bonus of 15. Okay, so we could get that at a later level, but it sounds like Staggering's pretty good. Because even if it staggers for 1 round, let me specifically just see what staggered means. Staggered creature may take a single move action or standard action each round, but can't take both or full round actions. Okay. Not letting them take full round actions is pretty good. Because for big melee dudes, that actually cuts out quite a lot of hits. Whereas Sickened is a -2 penalty on all attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. Yeah, I mean, that's not amazing, especially for a minute. Almost anything's not going to last a minute. So it's really not much. I see the difference. Fatigued doesn't let you run nor charge. Take a -2 penalty to strength and dexterity. Yeah, okay, it's pretty weak. Yeah, Staggering Critical probably is the best, so let's take that. Favored terrain? I don't know, the Abyss. Because she's a succubus, it makes sense. She gained a bunch of new spells as well. And that's that. Then we have the horses, which is pretty simple usually. Hold on, let me check. Tank level 11 is Crane Riposte. Take only a -1 penalty on attack rolls for fighting defensively. Yeah, okay. That's good. Mert, however, is 13. He's a little step further. So 13 is improved critical on bite. Good. And Diego probably takes a pretty similar thing. But I'm gonna make sure just because I'm dumb. 13 13. Dazzling display. Really? What? A persuasion intimidate check? My persuasion is nothing. Was I supposed to be... I didn't even know animals could have persuasion. Hold on just a second. Okay, it has become clear. You take dazzling display because that unlocks shatter defenses, which means that any hits that you do against a shaken, frightened, or panicked opponent, they are flat-footed, so they get lower AC to your attacks. And apparently, you get a spell. Your spellcasters get frightening display or something like that. Frightful aspect, which automatically shakens every enemy within 30 feet of the person. Like, there's no save, no check, nothing. Just straight up shaken. So now I understand the benefit. There you have it.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
All right, am I gonna actually finish this place before the end of the video? I say open door on everything. Okay, I'm glad we all came up here and got a Numerian bomb. And now they want to fight us.
You should have run.
Why is Regal off his horse? Why is Sela off her horse?
Victory is...
All right. That's a little bit too much damage. Let's calm down.
Press the attack!
These guys are not the lightweights. Oh, damn it. What are you doing up there? Okay. Low reflex save. And no immunities. That means icy prison. Shame. Diego, come around here and... Yikes.
This thing refuses.
Yeah, okay. Smite evil.
Guide my blade!
Fuck. It's not great.
I will resist.
That AC. Wow, we really walked into a rough one here. Okay, I'm gonna pray. See if that helps at all.
Prepare yourself.
Come on, not even one.
Retreat is not an option.
Okay, that was something. Something. Oh, God. Okay. There you go, that's something.
Into the fray!
Nice. Nice. Those crits that give ops, so good. I'm going to, probably just heal Greybore. Breath of Life Greybore. Okay, good. That's good. And then Swift heal him.
Desna, guide my hand.
Come on, just hit him like once. Fuck.
I must withdraw.
Yeah.
Simply business.
Fuck.
Kneel before me.
There we go. Alright, now we're in business. Oh yeah. That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted.
No glory without risk!
Pretty much in the pan. Done.
Make your peace.
Well, what is your regen?
To exist.
Do you not have regen? I'm just imagining it.
You're in my way.
Oh, okay. I was just imagining it. Well, that was fun. Some spears. Yeah, my second playthrough is definitely going to be either an evil one or more of a neutral one. I'm not sure. And my main character will definitely use a spear.
We should move.
So I like spears. This shouldn't be here. This should be here. This should be here. This should be here. This should be here. God, so many bars. Yeah, okay. I find I don't actually use Acid Pit much anymore because I think Hungry Pit kind of replaces it. So I guess I could get rid of that and move this over. And then put this here. Okay. Diego's pretty rough and also has suffered a lot of stat damage. So why don't you heal him? Done. Good. Okay.
Follow if you dare.
What did I see? What did I find? It was just a little... It was a little ding and I don't know what it was. It was a little ding and I don't know what it was. It must have been this. That's not worth anything. Okay, I have a bomb. We can use the bomb. Blow the gates open with your Numerian bomb. Anyone standing nearby when it detonates will be caught in the blast. Okay. Yeah, I will. Yeah. I mean, let's not even... Let's not really go into it, alright? Alright. Okay. Already been there. That's where we want to be. Here we go now. A pre-buff.
I welcome your company.
I am never wrong.
Hold on. I may as well buff myself with that.
Where I can.
Buff yourself with that. You buff with this. I see the benefit of the buff bot mod though. Just not having to think about it and just pressing one button. Greater magic weapon. Let's just replace that with that. Let's buff, I don't know, Regal. Alright, it's good enough for me.
Let's make this quick. This one's mine.
Ooh. Oh, we got the surprise on him. Okay. Okay. Greyboar now has Slayer's Advance. Once per day, increases movement speed by 30 feet, and his movement doesn't provoke ops. That's pretty nice. Should I use it now? I guess. It's pretty good. You can get right up in there.
You had your chance.
Darren. Honestly, banishment could be pretty solid here. But he's not going to get to do it till next turn.
The light, take you.
We want a summon of some kind. How about a stone golem? Haste action. You enslaved Greyboar and you really enslaved. Oh god. Okay, it just means he's not good against the Kalacus.
I will resist.
AC is 44.
Simply business.
Damn, dude. Alright, banishment. Did I get anything? I don't know if I got any of them.
I'm done with you. The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Shit. That's not awesome. Now we're all over the place, so I don't know, just bring out more summons. Even though they're gonna really fucking struggle to hit. I get another turn, okay. I gotta do something.
Strike!
His will save is his lowest. He's not immune to anything. In that case, probably Hideous Laughter. Fuck. I know what I should have done, and I didn't do it. Alright, so here we need a buff.
Retreat is not an option.
There you go. Something. It's getting a little messy.
Prepare yourself.
The AC of 48. It's insane.
To cease to exist.
keep trying for this banishment, although I can't imagine it's gonna work.
Into the fray!
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna... No, he would need to roll a 1. Okay, what I wanted to do then was use my Aeon buffs, potentially lower their attack and saves, and then I don't know, slow to counter the haste, or probably just fail across the board.
Kneel before me.
Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Got one. Oh God, I think I have to disable some of my attack roll penalties. Try and hit one of these motherfuckers.
Desna, guide my hand.
There you go. Getting a hit for less damage is better than not hitting. Now, your soul is probably enslaved, but I don't know by which one. I think it's this one, but I don't know.
You had your chance.
Well, I tried. Should I keep fucking trying with this nonsense? I think I should rather just heal. Heal is a heal. Oh, beautiful. That's exactly what I like to see. Damn, she's slaughtering now. He actually rolled a 1. Amazing. Wow. Wow. Okay, I wanted to force reality to get rid of those mirror images. Yep. There you go. Oh yeah, when he's held. Oh, very good. Quit drinking my man. You're dead.
Business.
Fuck, fuck, fuck. What is their AC? 47. Why is it so high?
No glory without risk!
Oh, it's so high. Yeah, brilliant. Fucking brilliant. I could slow them. That wouldn't be bad. They're not immune to anything though, and but their saves are pretty high. Fort's the lowest, which means we'd want to do ear-piercing scream or shout. But if I shout, that's gonna hit everybody. I don't think I really want to do that, so just... Yeah, okay. I had a decent chance.
Press the attack! You are inferior.
fucking process, man. I don't know why their AC is so insane.
Your time to cease to exist.
This thing refuses to cooperate.
Oh, it's not?
This thing.
It's not extraplanar because they're cyborgs. It's interesting. They both roll ones on Archon's aura? Wow. Wow. No. Wow. That is amazing.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
I really do need to end the video, but I feel like we're so close to finding out what's at the end of this. I don't want to deny you that. Shrouded in magical force field. Damn it. Locked. Need lockpick fuel. Maybe we're not that close, but that felt like... I don't know, man. If that's not the big boss battle... That was rough. Is all locked? What the fuck? These have like a pass key or something? No, they didn't have anything. Alright then, I don't know, I'll probably just end the video. Yeah, I guess I should. All right, we'll pick it up here next time. I won't go off. We'll see the conclusion to this fun-filled, futuristic place. For now, though, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.